Hello friends, welcome to another video tutorial. In this video tutorial we are going to see how to do Dialogflow and Twilio integration using the open source method. So you might be already aware of that Dialogflow is deprecating the existing Twilio Dialogflow integration. And they have supported or enabled another open source integration. So we are going to see how to use that open source integration. Now keep in mind that this is going to be slightly difficult, but don't worry, just follow all the steps that I will show you and you can easily do it on your own. So here are a couple of prerequisite steps that we need to do. I have listed all of them and we'll go through each of them one by one and we'll see how to do that. So just to give you an overview, first of all we will create a Dialogflow agent. Then we will generate the credentials JSON file. We already have some project name that is created by Dialogflow, so we need to copy that. Then we need to enable the billing account for the project. I will show you how to do that. We need to enable Cloud Run and Google Cloud APIs. I will show you again how to do that. Then we need to set up the GCloud command line tool. Then we need to clone the Git repository and then update a Dockerfile. So don't worry, I'll show you exactly how to do that. And it's very easy, just you need to follow the steps. After these steps are done, there are some more steps which are Twilio specific. For that you need to create a Twilio account, have the SID and auth token ready, so that will be given by Twilio. Then we need to update some values in a server.js file. I'll show you where is that file and how to do that. Then we need to upload this solution into Google Cloud Container Registry. Finally deploy this to Google Cloud Platform. Then Google will provide a URL that we will just copy and paste in Twilio. And after that, we'll connect our WhatsApp with the Twilio sandbox, and that's it. Then we can test the integration and you should see a reply in WhatsApp using Dialogflow. So these are the high-level steps for Dialogflow Twilio integration to build a WhatsApp chatbot. Now keep in mind that we'll be building a WhatsApp chatbot in the sandbox environment. I have created another video on WhatsApp chatbot using Dialogflow and Twilio, in which I have explained what is sandbox environment. So if you want to know more, then please watch this video. Alright, so let's start with our prerequisite steps. So first of all, we need to create a Dialogflow agent. So I have already created a Dialogflow agent. It is called Twilio Dialogflow Open Source Integration. I haven't done much. I just created one default intent, which is default welcome intent, and in that I have written only one response, which is this one. Alright, Twilio Dialogflow open source integration works. So when it will start working, then we'll see this response in our WhatsApp using the open source integration. Just quickly test it and it gives the response. Okay, fine. So if you want to learn more about how to build Dialogflow chatbot, how to do complicated things like images, connect to APIs, those kind of things, then please watch my another video tutorials on that. Alright, so we have created our Dialogflow agent. Next step is to generate the credentials.json file. To do that, just click here on the settings and click on this service accounts. Make sure you are logged in with the correct account. If you are not, then you might see some error like this. So all you need to do is log in with your correct account. Alright, and then click on these three dots and create key, JSON, and create. It will download a JSON file in your computer. So yeah, you got it. We will use it later, so for now I'll close it. So we have got our credentials.json file generated. Now have the project name handy. So just simply go to Dialogflow and copy this. This is your project ID or project name. Okay, we will use it later, so just keep it handy. Now enable the billing account for the project. So to enable, and by the way, you can see all those steps here as well. So if you go to github.com Google Cloud Platform /Dialogflow integrations, you can see all those steps here as well, but sometimes it's not very clear, so I have written it clearly here. So now you need to enable the billing account for the project. So to do that, you need to go to this URL, console.cloud.google.com/billing/projects, and make sure you are logged in with your correct account. Okay, I will put this link in the description section as well. So when you go there, you will see all your agents. Just select the one which you want to do the integration for, and click on the change billing. By the way, if you don't know how to do the billing account and how to create a billing account, then please watch my another video on how to connect Dialogflow with external APIs. In that, I've explained how to set up a billing account. So click on this one, just select your agent, click on these three dots and change billing. And if you have multiple billing account, you will see a drop down here. I have only one, that's why there is no billing account drop down, and just click on set account. So yeah, if you see this open source integration, that is now connected to a billing account. So this step is also done. Now we need to enable the billing, we need to enable the Cloud Run and Cloud Billing APIs for the project. So to do that, go to this URL, console.cloud.google.com/flows/enable API. Again, make sure that you are logged in with correct account, and I will paste this URL into the description section. You can also see this URL here in the document. Here, enable Cloud Build and Cloud Run API. So just click on this and you will also get the same URL. So go to this one, select your project. Yeah, this one, and continue. Cool, that's done. So now you need to set up the GCloud command line tool. Okay, to set up the GCloud command line tool, you can follow the steps which are mentioned here. Okay. Okay, so now we will see how to set up the GCloud command line tool. So for that, go to this Dialogflow integrations page and click on this link here, documentation page. So if you go to this link, it has some details about how to set up your GCloud tool. So what you need to do is just select your operating system. So if you are working on Linux, just select Linux. If you are on CentOS, just select CentOS. If you are on Windows, just select Windows. I'm on Mac, so I'm selecting this one. Alright, so we have already have a Google Cloud Platform project, so we don't need to worry about this. Now you need to make sure that Python 2.7 is installed. So let's go to command line and just see python-v. So I have already Python 2.7 installed. If you don't have, then you can just install Python, and you can easily find some tutorials on that on YouTube. So after that, just download this package. So I have already done that, so I'm not going to do that again, but all you need to do is just download this 64-bit package. Okay, and once you have downloaded it, you will see this install.sh file. So let me quickly show you. So here I have downloaded this zip file. I have extracted here, and you will see something like this. All you need to do is just run this install.sh file on your terminal or your command prompt. Okay, just drag and drop this onto your terminal. So you can do something like this and run it. Okay, or just give the exact path to the file and run it. And I have already done that, so I'm not going to do that. So that will install the GCloud command line tool on your computer. Okay, now you need to restart your terminal for the changes to take effect. So after you restart your terminal, when you type GCloud, you should see some output like this. Okay, so if you are not seeing this type of output, then that means it's not installed properly. So you need to follow the steps again to install the GCloud tool. So once it is installed, as soon as you type GCloud, you will see that output response. Okay, cool. So once GCloud command line tool is set up, now we need to start the actual process. So first of all, we need to clone the Git repository on the local machine. Okay, so I'll close this one, and this is the Git repository that we need to clone. So go to your terminal, go to the folder where you want to clone. I have already created a Twilio Dialogflow folder. It is empty right now. Okay. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to clone this repository. To clone, just copy this URL. Okay, come here and type git clone and then this URL. Cool, so that's done. So if I see, I have this Dialogflow integrations folder now. So if I go to Dialogflow integrations, I have all these things in my local computer, all these files. So that's done. I have cloned the Git repository on my local machine. Now I need to update the Dockerfile, and you can see those instructions here as well. Yeah, this one. So open the Dockerfile and change this line. So let me quickly open the Dockerfile. So I use Nano for this. Yeah, so this is the Dockerfile. You need to come here and change this. So if you see the instructions, it says set this environment variable to the integration you want to use. So what it says basically is change this to the integration you want to do. Now integrations are these: Kik, Skype, Twilio, Twilio text messaging, Twitter, Viber. Okay, and what exactly you need to write is the platform subdirectory. So if you see, the subdirectory for Twilio is this one. We don't want to use Twilio IP, we want to use this Twilio. So the subdirectory is Twilio. So that means you will write your integration equal to Twilio. So just delete this and here write Twilio. Okay, you don't need to do anything else, just replace your integration with Twilio. Now if you were doing some other integration like Skype, Twitter, Salesforce, Kik, then you might be writing Salesforce or Kik or whatever you are doing here. But since we are doing Twilio, that's why we are writing Twilio. Okay, so just write Twilio here and press Ctrl X and yes, Y for yes, to save this file. So just quickly check it. So yeah, our changes are saved. Perfect. So we have updated the Docker file as well. So with this, all these prerequisite steps are done. Next, we will do the Twilio specific steps. So now we are going to do the Twilio specific steps. The first step is to have the Twilio account ready. So if you are not already have a Twilio account, just create a Twilio account. Okay, and then go to Programmable SMS. You will see something like this. Now have the Twilio SID and auth token handy. So if you click here, show API credential, you will see the account SID and auth token. So just make sure that you don't share it with anyone, because these are secret credentials. So just keep it handy. Okay, now update the project ID, auth token, etc in the server.js file inside the Twilio folder. So now go to your terminal or command line. So if you do ls, you will see, or I think dir for command prompt on Windows. So if you see, you have a folder called Twilio. Alright, so go to that Twilio folder, and inside that you will see that server.js file. This is the file in which we need to make the changes. So again, do sudo nano. You can open this file on any other editor, but I am just using nano here. So once you have opened the file, if you scroll down a little bit, you will see this project ID. Place your Dialogflow project ID here, phone number, account SID, auth token. So let's start replacing them one by one. So project ID, as we have already shown you, you can just copy this and paste it here. This is your project ID. Phone number. So now Twilio recommends you buy a phone number, but I have seen it working without even purchasing a phone number. So I'm just using my own phone number. Okay. Now account SID that we can get from Twilio, and finally the auth token. Cool. So that's it. Don't need to change anything else on this. Just press Ctrl X and Y to save this. Just double check if you have already saved all those things. Yes, it's saved. Perfect. So now most of our steps are done. So if you see here, now we need to do the actual deployment. So we need to deploy this whole solution to the Google Cloud Container Registry. And if you see, those steps are here. So if you go to Twilio text messaging, so now we need to follow the platform specific instructions. So see here, it says replace the value in server.js file, which we have already done. We have already pasted the SID and auth token in server.js file. That's done. I don't think this step is necessary. So it worked without even purchasing a phone number for me. So maybe you can ignore this. And then this. Now we need to follow this step. We have actually we need to do one more thing here. So go to your Twilio folder. Okay, and in this folder you need to paste the JSON file that we have downloaded. So remember, we have downloaded one JSON file. So copy that JSON file and paste it in your Twilio folder. Okay, and also copy the name of the JSON file because we will use it, right? So make sure you copy the JSON file that you have downloaded. Just paste it inside the Twilio folder. So if I do ls, I should see that JSON file here. Okay, perfect. So copy this. Okay, go to your terminal, paste this, and now replace some of the values here. So first of all, just replace the project ID with the project ID, which is this one. Okay, and finally here where it says platform, delete platform and replace it with Twilio. Okay, so yeah, so what you need to do is write the project ID here and replace the platform with the actual platform name. So let me quickly show you again. So here you will write the project ID and here you will write Twilio. Okay, once that is done, press enter. Okay, so this is very important. There is an error right now, and the reason for this error is because I am in the Twilio folder. So you need to move back. Actually, you need to be in the Dialogflow integrations folder where you have the Dockerfile. So now before you run this command, you need to first make sure you have set the project in GCloud config. So before running this command, you need to run another command, GCloud config set. So you can actually see the command here as well, GCloud config set project and then the project ID. So just run this command. So GCloud config set project and then project ID. Okay, and now you can check get value project GCloud config get value project. So our project is set. Now you can run this command to submit the container to Google Container Repository. Okay, perfect, that's done. Great. So now finally we need to do the last step, which is deploy to Google Cloud Platform Live. Actually not live, last step, but this is the most important step. Deploy to the Google Cloud Platform Live. So go again to the Twilio and now you need to run this command here. Okay, now you need to do some changes like we have done before. So first of all, project ID, just replace this with the project ID. Okay, platform, replace this with Twilio. Okay, and then here you need to write the name of your key file. So we have already copied that, so just use that file name, Twilio df open source whatever .json. So you need to make sure you do these changes before running this command. So GCloud beta run deploy, and the project ID, platform is Twilio, and then the file name. Now you will be prompted with some options here. So first select Google Cloud, fully managed, number 1. Here you can select US Central one, so number 6. Just press enter here for service name. Here you just select yes, Y, and then it should start deploying. Awesome. So the deployment is complete and you got a URL here. Okay. This one. So just copy this URL, and now you need to use this URL inside the Twilio. Go to your Twilio account, go to WhatsApp, inside Programmable SMS, go to Sandbox, right. Now in this section where it says when a message comes in, replace any pre-existing value with the URL that we just copied. Okay, this should be HTTP post. Just paste this URL and save. Right. Perfect. And now it's time to test. So first of all, you need to join the sandbox. So you will see some instructions here how to join the sandbox. I have already joined it. So now let me just say hi. And you got the message. Hooray, Twilio Dialogflow open source integration works. Perfect. Now if let's quickly do some more changes. Let's quickly create another intent just to make sure it works. And now if I go my WhatsApp and if I say how are you, it says I'm good, thanks. So you see we have integrated Dialogflow with Twilio and WhatsApp using open source integration, and it works perfectly well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, anything, feel free to comment and I will help you. Okay, please subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Please share it with your friends, and see you in the next video. Thank you.